worries in the world, like, how much can one person take? How much can actually, like, what is the human limit? Like, girls are now, so imagine, I even watched Grace Adelore's
the pregnancy. I was telling Akin about it before as well.
Bro.
I said I'm definitely getting I'm definitely going private with my girl's childbirth in the future.
That's definitely private. Mad.
Definitely private. I'll pay anything.
That stuff is looking mad.
Yeah, bro.
My guy got it. Like he said, that's more money. You can pay. I will give you overtime pay.
That's why I gotta be on my grind so shit like that won't happen, fam.
Yeah, fam.
Bro, how can you make such a mistake of not putting in
an epidural line,
bro? And then you're making the contractions come faster. Like, bro,
damn.
Bro, the health system is ass, man.
Well, it's crazy out here, man.
Bro, it's crazy,
really
fam.
crazy.
And how many times are we gonna hear that for the same black women? How many times, fam? This ain't the first time.
It's not the first time.
Not the first time, but you know.
Fam, we just thank God for her life that she's even alive.
Honestly.
To tell her story, like that's.
Honestly, that is, bro. I never thought childbirth would be this scary.
Fam.
And this is from a guy's point of view.
Fam, because now I saw something else today. They were talking about the husband stitch. About
okay, I saw that on Sharon's Insta.
Yeah.
Check BTS pod out.
Yeah, Rose, give them a shout. Hey, but they've been talking about some funny stuff still.
No, I haven't listened to this week's stuff. I'm behind. But I can't lie. Bro, I'm behind on all my podcasts for this week. So
hey, bro, don't get defensive, man. Just ask the question.
Check out BTS pod. Basically, it's like us, but girls are sexy. But oh my gosh, twinning. But yeah, so I just saw on her snap the husband stitch. So the husband stitch is basically a stitch that you can, an extra stitch that you get. So when you're getting stitched out, when you're getting that stitched up, they can put an extra stitch for your husband's pleasure.
Even without his consent.
Without her consent. It's her consent.
No, but fam, they say that sometimes they ask the man, or sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But they ask it when the woman has just finished coming out of such pain, like she doesn't understand what is going on.
And sometimes the stitches can be bad because it even hurts even more. Or whatever. And
like, how many more stories do we need to hear before we start seeing like a shifted mentality? Like, I don't get it.
I think, boy, I don't know.
Actually,
education, innit?
It's just education and stamping out.
Education.
Like, say talking amongst us, like we know what is right and what is wrong, but how do I have to pull up in every man and?
No, that's the thing. So if I'm being honest, talk is cheap in it at the end of the day.
Do I have to pull up in every man?
But I can't say that I'm gonna be for women and I see a guy treating a girl wrong and I don't say anything. But then there's mad people in this world. If he has knife, you come after me, and then I'll be known as a hero or whatever. But I'll be dead. Bro. That's actually the mad thing. Like that's what sometimes I've never been in a situation where I've needed to back someone like that. Like obviously, thank God that me, I'm kind of big, so people think, big and scary, so I won't say anything back. That I'd be able to be like, don't do that. And it's just been in clubs where I've just told guys like what are you doing? Chill, you're moving mad, like it's just like you certain man don't even have home training. Like I don't understand.
This is the best time you see man.
This is the best time you see man. Bro,
even uncles, everyone.
It's okay to hear no. Like it's actually okay.
Fam, before
keep it moving.
Fam, before and even till now, like I do not like getting into somewhere and someone dismisses me, like dismissive energy, and to be, oh my gosh, you hurt my hands, you can't, don't do that again, please, don't do that again. So to prevent myself from doing that, I keep myself to myself.
Yeah, honestly, I
keep myself to myself.
And like the thing is, I can say that I know Emmanuel, I know Akin, which I do, but it's like I know that if a girl says no, they won't move mad. Why would they move mad? It's life. That's the game. The game's the game.
My thing is, I will wait there. If you want to come and talk, don't need to come and say that oh yeah, man, it was disturbing me the other day. Like,
Hey,
Y'all wicked.
and the thing is, yeah, if someone did say that, I can't lie, beef Emmanuel still
Emmanuel was disturbing.
And no, it is a bigger conversation. And like we had obviously had the conversation, I think episode 7 with Sharon and Beatrice about like life as a black woman in general. But there's so many more stuff that these guys go through that we still need to talk about, because it's like we didn't even get into this whole consent and all of this whole stuff.
Saying.
And like, how many more times? Like, I'm all for the whole having the conversation, being educated and stuff like that. But how many times are we gonna let these guys get away and then say we need education? It's time to start pulling up, man. Like it's actually time to start. When we see something, we have to stamp it out then and there.
And do you know what? Do you know what the
like? Wait, the thing is, sorry. It's like, how many times have I seen some guy try me to go and says, "I've got a man. Where's your man? Where's your man? Can I not be your friend?" And then bro, there's even one time it came for me to.
Blank golly,
Bro, it's come for one time for me. Like, I had to pull up, like as in like. You should. Someone's asking Abby, have you got a man? Who's your man? And then I come over and I'm just like, I just stand there and the guy's like, oh, and he goes away.
Like in a club.
Yeah, but it's like, why does it need to? Why does it need to take all of that though?
Why did you have to come over for?
And why is it that you respect the guy but you won't respect the woman?
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make sense.
Say nothing, bro. Say nothing.
Yeah, say nothing, bro. It's cool. Nah,
yeah, man. Or even sometimes it's not your girl,
but
and then
she's
disturbing, or is your girl? Why? So if I say yeah, you say cool, let me leave it. But
if it's not,
when she was saying leave her alone, why were you just gonna leave her alone anyway?
And the thing is, one time these guys they're scared of other guys. Man.
Because my thing is now, so if I now interrupt your conversation and came and said, but what was your purpose for disturbing my friend now? And I'm trying to engage in a conversation, you're gonna get all defensive, you're gonna get all aggressive. But fam, let's educate you for a hot second, like. Sit down, shut up, listen. Like, the girl wasn't interested. Plain and simple. Go away.
That, bro, it doesn't need to take that long.
Go home.
I don't know, man. I feel like
I
don't know.
Just leave it. Like, it doesn't have to go any further.
The weirdos,
it
man.
really doesn't have to go any further. Like, let it, because fam,
weirdos.
You can't, fam. She's already made up her mind.
Weirdos.
Take your small dignity and be moving.
Like, bro, even
You're saying take a small dignity. Some of them don't have dignity.
Bro, they don't. Because even remember when we were in the car coming back the other day and we were talking to one of our friends and she's 18 and she's saying Donnie's at like certain workplaces, they'll be trying to come close to her and touch her, and then she said she's 18 and they're still trying to hear it. 18. They're still trying to chat to her, like 25-year-olds. What? Death penalty. No, but like something needs to be. And the thing is, you know what annoyed me about that situation is that she was too scared to report because she'd be told she's a snitch. Come on. I haven't told her. I said I haven't even managed to measure. Like why
Gio was like, if you don't report it, I'm gonna pull off on you.
Bro, I'll pull off on her because the thing is, why are we protecting these guys? I don't owe you anything. Bro, honestly, this whole snitch mentality. If you're messing up at your job, I will snitch. I don't care. I have no loyalty because if you're not doing something right that you shouldn't be doing, I don't care. If it's affecting me,
he said that. No, yes, sir, he said that.
But he's moving like that. But honestly, because
he touches me.
The whole snitch thing is a shame anyway because it just protects the criminal and doesn't protect the victim.
It doesn't help the victim at all because now, but man was saying that she had to stay in the toilets for a certain amount of time because she was that scared. I said, there's no way you can be at our workplace and you're having to hide.
Yeah,
because
that's not.
I said, no, you have
from
to
a colleague.
tell. Bro, you have to tell.
From a colleague.
You have to snitch. As in, you have to pull up on the management as snitch. I was like, you can't let people get away with stuff like that.
That's why, at work here, you need to actually know who you need to know. Like, you need to identify them quickly, like.
Hello, is this Susie at HR? you need to become more acquainted with the HR team.
Honestly, a serious conversation needs to be had, and it is time we start putting up in people. As in, like, anytime I see something going on, I have to do my best to stamp it out.
Yeah, man.
because there's
The
like
noise
I can't say I protect women or
Fam, when
I can't say I'm not like that.
When
I'm
my-
letting people do it.
When my
it's
friend
not-
called me, like, she said, let me give you a scenario and I want you to tell me what you think. And she was reiterating the scenario. And I was just like,
Hold up.
the key facts are she did not give consent.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He done what he done. There's no two ways about it. There's actually no two ways about it. Like, the power now is with that girl, as you said. Go and report it.
The thing is, well, you report it. Conviction rates are poor. Conviction rates are ass.
Like, go and report it. What's gonna happen?
And at the end of the day, it's like a he said, she said situation. And that's what I hate as well, man.
Do you get what I'm saying now?
Obviously, we can say all the people that, you know, you've been falsely accused, which is, it is a minor figure, but you have to report it regardless.
Yeah, so
That's
that's even another one
That's
now.
the
Like,
bloodlines
the false
accusing.
the false accusers one now. Like, we know guys who've been falsely accused as well.
Yeah.
Do you get? Like,
Yeah. I don't know where I stand on that.
really?
No, obviously, I can say I know you, and I do know you, but
You
I don't know.
there.
I weren't there. I
You
don't
weren't.
know you
Like, you weren't.
all
there.
I can ever
I think
take
it's one of them ones where
is the facts.
I think it's just one of them ones where, at the end of the day, because even the number of people that have been falsely accused is just so.
It's so minimal.
Yeah.
It's like like.
But then I'm not sure about this whole guilty until proven not. You know how it's not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's one of them ones where
I don't
boy,
know.
yeah, like.
And obviously, I don't want to mansplain and, you know, without having a female here to actually say it, that's the thing. But it's like, all I can really do is take the facts.
Yeah, that's it.
If you bring, not if you bring hard facts, but the guy that got falsely accused that we know, there was nothing.
Yeah.
There was no fact. All this stuff you could get easily from Insta.
Fam.
So I can't believe that because and then when the person's asked you to provide, you haven't provided. So, I'm just like, well,
But then some people will say you can't pressure them.
yeah, that's the thing. See, I don't know. It's a very sticky situation.
My thing, everyone just, I feel like we need to be a lot more open, like, and honest. That's what is missing from this whole thing, like the honesty, like let's state the facts and let's know that they're facts. Like, enough of the fake news. Like, let's be able to say this is what happened, this is not correct. Like, there needs to be an end
Yeah,
to it.
and men need to stop being creeps. Honestly, they just need to stop being creeps. Like, as in, like, you man heard me say weirdos. It's just like because my mind cannot fathom men doing some stuff.
What are you doing?
Like, what is wrong with you weirdos? Like,
Do it.
as in, like, bro, my head is still baffled to why people do some of the stuff they do. Because it's like, even back then, I don't even know if my mum raised me like that. As in, like, she told me not to do this. I learned it myself, probably.
Yeah.
But she told me, but I learned it mainly myself.
I think,
And
do
even
you know what it
in the
was?
situation, I just know it's wrong.
I think do you know what it was as well? You know, when we were growing up, we actually had a lot of female friends around us as well.
Yeah.
You know, when we were like, there were like 16 black people in our school. Within our local community, like, you had your church, you had athletics, you had some people who lived near you, went to other schools that were close by. Like, you came across a lot of girls. You didn't go to like boys' schools. Do you get it? Like, there weren't a lot of boys' schools. There was like one girls' school. Like, we got to interact with different things, but because we're so small, like,
Yeah, I heard you.
closely knitted.
But it's just even one of them was this. The people I had, it's not like they just went to boys' school. and stuff, you know what I mean?
They're just weird.
Like,
They're
like,
just
you know what I
weird.
mean?
As in, like, as I said, it is up for a bigger conversation, man. It is, and we definitely need to have this conversation with a female to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
The next
just
couple
creeps.
episodes we do, they're just creeps, like,
Creeps,
like
man.
honestly, that's all. Like, we'll probably wrap it up here in it,
Yeah.
time wise, but like,
But
they're just
fam,
creeps.
but it comes, fam, you can always say that it comes back to like understanding what does love mean to you, because what you're doing is something that is not of love.
It's
bruv.
weird.
Like, this is not a lovely thing that you're doing. This is so not lovely. Like, you're disturbing me now. This is irritating. Like, this is not lovely. Like, please, I'm asking you kindly, just leave me alone.
And and honestly, guys, you shouldn't it shouldn't be for a man to come over and tell you to leave someone alone. You should know it.
Yeah.
As in, like, stop being freaking weird.
Dealing that as well, it's more like it's because you've been, what's the word? Like you've been
pulled up on or,
yeah, it's like
or held accountable.
Yeah, well, it's basically it's like because you've been like, oh, why is the one left me? But it's just like you've been opposed, or somebody's like, opposed what you're doing. That's where you're like, cool. But it's like basically, if no one was there to
then you go along.
you just think, so it's kind of
Honestly,
like,
and it's weird. But yeah, we obviously, let me just say it again. With that being said, men are some men are weird. And like, and in honesty, we need to do so much better. Guys that say that it's not.
You said with that being said a couple times.
No, I need to change it up still. But like men need to just do better. And you know, it's all well and good for some of us or most of us that say, you know, we're not like that, we don't do that. We need to stop saying it's not good enough. We need to stop saying stuff like that, man. We need to actually pull up.
We need to make sure that everyone around us, we need to know that everyone around us is not on that stuff as well.
Because honestly, there's been times where some GCs might have said some mad stuff. I have shut them down. As in,
the girls will be like asking us, like, do you talk to your friends? And we'll be like, yeah.
But then we don't know what they do behind closed doors as well. That's the thing.
You know what? I think another thing that's important as well is just the so like how we get other men to, well, just men in general, to view women.
Yeah.
Because if you actually view them in a certain way, there's a lot of these things won't happen. But it's because of the way you view them. Maybe you just reduce them to just like their physical features and stuff like that. Like when you value them just because they're just because of who they are, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't do. Yeah. So I feel like it's important to
actually let them know that. Like bodies.
We neglect to know that these women, like it says, and they made man in his image. God made man in his image, male and female. So they too are image bearers as well. So they have dignity, they have an intrinsic value, and you need to treat them as such. You believe that you're carrying God's image. When you actually value that image, you won't then go and defile someone else. So literally, it's an important thing. Value them, and then
it's important still.
It's a responsibility for men. Like we fail to neglect the responsibility to look after and cherish our women. Like, why are you failing to do that?
Yeah, 100. Black Lives Matter.
Genius looking like, I cherish my woman.
and as I said, it's not good enough, man. Like, how many times I got put up, like, even then, like, as in, I know you're good, I know she's good, I know her sisters, they're all good, but it's like, that's what I said on the other episode, but it's the men that go to these places that you want to go to. How can I tell you not to go somewhere, not to wear a certain thing, because it's men. Like, bro, I'm not scared to have a dog, because I'd love to have one. Yeah. But it's like the conversations I'm going to have to be having, bro, I'm not ready for them conversations.
And you're going to have them
early, bro. There's going to be so many, because they're weirdos. They're weirdos.
No, man. This world is definitely doing too much.
Bro, they're doing way too much.
They're doing way too much right now.
But yeah, as I said though, just as a final point, like, we're definitely going to have this conversation properly, man.
But yeah, fam, man, then love yourself and treat others nice.
That's it, man.
That's actually it.
But like they say in secondary school as well, keep your hands as objects to yourselves.
Fam,
unless
somebody passes
unless you need to throw hands on somebody that's not keeping their hands free and objects to themselves to them.
Is that what you done to him anyway? You took him in.
He sounded aggressive. No one said anything. Did you say anything? Did you have aggressive?
Did you ask him, bro? Did you keep your hand free and stuff when you sent him to any?
Yes, I did actually. Somebody just get your weights up, man. Get your weights up, man.
How much longer will you deny this?
Bro, like, it's not my fault. Listen, you know what it says? When two powers come together, the lesser must bow.
Oh my gosh, he just ended E-Man.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, man.
You know, I can't lie, we gotta wrap it up there. I could just destroy E-Man without
cut it on the camera. That fucking KO, and you know why?
Cut it on the camera.